My sister stole my identity for 6 years. I only found out when police arrested me for her crimes. I was handcuffed in my pajamas at 5:43 a.m. while my 3-year-old son watched from the doorway. 6 officers, guns drawn, yanked me from my bed and pushed me against the wall. Rebecca Collins, you are under arrest for grand theft, auto credit card fraud, and assaulting an officer in Phoenix. I'd never been to Phoenix. Gee, here has been a mistake, I stammered as they dragged me outside. My neighbor across the street was recording everything on her phone. My son was screaming. My ID was stolen. Please, my son needs me. The female officer glanced at my son, then back at me. Save it for the judge. We've been tracking you for months at the station. They fingerprinted me, took my mugshot, and threw me in a cell. I kept repeating that I'd never left Massachusetts, that someone had stolen my identity. Nobody listened. Your fingerprints match those found at 3 crime scenes, the detective said, sliding photos across the table. And your face is on security footage stealing a bit of NT from a dealership in Scottsdale. When they finally showed me the footage, my blood ran cold. The woman on screen wasn't me, but she could have been seen. Height, same hair color, same smile. My identical twin sister Melissa, the sister I hadn't spoken to in 8 years since she stole $15,000 from our dying mother's bank account to pay off drug debts. That's my twin sister, I said. Melissa Collins. The detective laughed. Nice try. We checked your background. You don't have a sister. That's when I realized how deep this went. According to their records, I had no sister. Melissa had erased her own identity and was living entirely as me. It took 3 days to prove I was telling the truth. 3 days away from my son, who was placed in temporary foster care because my ex-husband lived across the country. 3 days of being treated like a criminal, while my sister continued her crime spree using my name. My fingerprints didn't match the crime scenes after all. The system had glitched during the initial comparison. My boss confirmed I'd been at work in Boston during 2 of the robberies. My son's pediatrician verified I was at his appointment during the 3rd. When they finally released me, the detective handed me a thick folder. Your sister's been busy. 6 years of credit cards, loans, arrests, and hospital visits, all in your name. My credit score had plummeted from 780 to 420. There were 5 warrants for my arrest in 3 states, over $200,000 in debt. My nursing license was flagged for drug theft at a hospital in Nevada where I'd never work. How do I fix this? I asked, voice breaking honestly. Most people never fully recover from identity theft this severe, he said. But we'll catch her. They didn't. I had to do it myself. I hired a private investigator who specialized in identity theft. 2 weeks, he'd tracked Melissa to a small town in Oregon. She was working as a nurse, using my credentials at a retirement home. Don't confront her, the calle warned. Let the authorities handle it. But when the local police said they needed more evidence before making an arrest, something in me snapped. I'd lost my apartment because the landlord saw my mugshot in the news. My son still had nightmares about the police taking me away. My life was in shambles while my sister lived comfortably using my identity. I flew to Oregon the next day. I found her leaving work wearing scrubs with my name embroidered on them. She froze when she saw me. Becca, she whispered. How did you destroyed my life, I said, loud enough for her coworkers to hear. You stole everything from me. She grabbed my arm, pulling me toward the parking lot. I can explain I was in trouble. Bad people were after me. I just needed a fresh start. So you erased me instead. I pulled out my phone, already recording. Tell me exactly what you did. Every account, every crime, every detail, or I am calling the police right now. Her confession took 47 minutes. She'd hacked my email, redirected my mail, created fake IDs, and systematically taken over my life while erasing her own. She'd even paid a records clerk to remove our family connection from digital databases. I'm sorry, she kept saying. I never meant for you to get arrested. What did you think would happen? I asked. She shrugged. I thought you'd figure it out sooner, fix it somehow. You were always the smart one. I sent the recording to the detective handling my case and waited in my rental car until the police arrived. As they handcuffed her, she looked at me with her mother's eyes. You'll visit me, right? We're still sisters. I didn't answer. I watched them drive away with the person who'd stolen 6 years of my life, wondering if the damage could ever be undone.